Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol. Bolo Shri Shri Radha Govinda ki jai, Shri Rupa Goswami Pad ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Welcome. Good morning to everyone. So today we're going to discuss on the value of respect. Yes. So before that, let's recite some prayers and begin. Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaye Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namah Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Pada Panakamal Shri Guru Vaishnava Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Saganatanitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Shri Vishakantans Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Nishatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Respect. In other words, in Sanskrit, what's it called? Maryada. This is not a new term. We all are aware. Yes. So it is said the highest level of a society, or the best society which can be classified, is based on the level of respect the society has. Would you like to go to a place where you are not respected? Yes? No? You can be? No? Okay. So we all expect some respect, right? By the end of this session, you will get a lot of ideas about that respect. So who are worthy of respect? Who we respect generally? Devotees, elders. Sorry? Guru Janas, yes, okay. Krishna, yes. Parents? Huh? Friends? Well-wishers? Huh? So, other living entities? Jiva. Yeah, okay. Other jivas. Yes. Then? Paraphernalia of Krishna. Oh, wow. That's very good. Demigods? Yes. And more than that, if you go a little more deeper, in the Sanatana Dharma, we respect all the trees. We respect all the river bodies. We respect all the hills. Right? Starting from anything and everything. Even, all these kirtan instruments, we respect. And just note that even before, starting something, Namo Namaha to our Gurudev. Before we begin anything, correct? So why does one respect? We respect everyone is fine, out of culture, out of family backgrounds, yeah? As a matter of relation is okay, but why people generally respect someone? To get the blessings? Wow, that's a good one, Prabhu. Is Madhuri? By love, because you feel affection for them. Oh, that's very advanced. Yes, very good. Once you have love, naturally there is a respect, right? What are the other criteria? To show gratitude. Wonderful. Yes. What else can you think of?
Consider themselves that facilitate our.
Consider themselves?
Facilitate our factories.
Facilitate, they are helping us to survive. Yes, that's good.
For that they feel well and that the society is elevate.
Okay, so they are good, so they can elevate the society. So you respect them. Okay.
Because they are Krishna in their heart.
They have Krishna in their heart. That's the sum and substance of the entire thing, right? That's why we respect everything, because everything is connected with Krishna. Everything is connected with Krishna, right? Because nothing can exist without Krishna. Yes, that's right. But in general terms, when it comes to respect in material world, most of the time, respect is based on some material quality. If someone is very beautiful, respect comes naturally out of that beauty. Someone is very rich, yes, then naturally there's respect flowing. Or someone is very powerful, then also you see there's a lot of maryada people standing, bowing themselves in front. And there's so many other parameters. Or they say someone is very skillful, someone has good qualities, then there's also respect. If someone is a good painter, there is respect. Someone is a good artist, any type, vocal or otherwise see that naturally there's a flow of respect. Correct? But the material respect, material maryada is something which we, as material person would see that out of enviousness. So when you see someone is having a better skill or something good than us, then naturally there's a feeling, oh, I should have it. Or I also belong, this appreciation. Take example that someone is doing kirtan. Very good kirtan. Hari bol, hari bol, hari bol. Wow, what a melody. Jai ho. Jai. 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 So someone is doing a very good kirtan, very good kirtan. Wow. No, I'm not able to do it. I should also do it. How can that person do better than me? So there's a feeling of I. Kartaham iti manyate. So often in devotional service, as we start with our sadhana bhakti, we start performing, and we see that all these different things, our classification is based on material parameters a lot of times. It's not that we desire like that, but also without our desires, we see like that. But that's not what our acharyas are quoting. Mahaprabhu says, Tanadapi sunisena, tarorapi saishuna, amanina manadina kirtanya sadahari. So the principle of doing kirtanya sadahari is amanina manadina, which is just the contrast of what the material world teaches. In the corporate world, there is a lot of seminars and a lot of other things conducted as soon as you come out of the college. You have interviews and you do all these trainings, and you are taught the first thing: you should have self-respect. And you should put I in the front always. Correct? You see, always the I is capital. It's a policy that you put it in caps always, right? And now it's a common trend that when the I is capital, it should be backed up with iPhone. So the principle of performing Sankirtan or chanting the holy names is Amanina Manadina. They don't expect any respect, but respect everyone, which is very, very significant. Now, how easy that is? Is it easy? Most difficult. But why it feels so difficult? Right. False ego. Perfect. Yes? Any other thoughts? Pride. Beautiful. That's correct. Yes? So,
Because suffering, we cannot respect properly others.
when someone is suffering, they will not be able to appreciate, or they will not be able to, see the good of others. Yes, it happens not naturally that when someone is suffering, if I say that someone is not giving me an extra piece of gulab jamun, and then I feel, oh, I'm not being respected. What is this? I had a lot of expectation. So what I'm trying to say is unworthy expectations. We have so many desires, and the desires are not met. And they say, okay, I won't respect this person. Also, we see that someone, I don't know if it happened with you, but when you're going to some place and you see someone, walking by, and you know the person very well. It happens in Vrindavan. You'll just bounce with some devotee whom you know. It's very common. Every 5 minutes, you'll see someone you know. And you are in a verge of going and trying to converse with the devotee. And suddenly the devotee takes up the phone. Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, and just walks away. What is this? He didn't say Hare Krishna to me. Huh? What's wrong with this? There are so many things which happen. Is it right? Yes? No? No, it doesn't happen. It happens. Sometimes it doesn't happen. So, what is happening with us is that a lot of times we don't evaluate based on Shastra, based on scriptures. And we try to evaluate by our own mind. Srila Prabhupada, in one of the commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam, mentions respect of a Vaishnava is more important than respect of God. So you can understand how significant is to pay respects, obeisances. If we have so many other desires in our heart, and the heart is very, very heavy, then it's very difficult to show respects. And how do you respect? How do you respect someone? By serving. Then by pleasing them. Yes, that's the best way. And what will happen by pleasing them? You get blessings, you get mercy, you get kripa. Correct? How many wants kripa here? Yes, we all want kripa, right? We don't need mercy. Because with our capability, we cannot do anything. We have imperfect senses. Correct? We have limitations. So definitely, we need a lot of kripa. And also you see that when we are trying to serve in a society with so many different varieties of people, varieties of devotees, and then we are also encountering with the people outside, which is just the averse to whatever we are trying to do. Yes, completely different. We also see that when we go out on a book distribution or a Sankirtan program, or sometimes even talk to relatives, they would behave completely different. And they may offend, they may criticize on the face. How many people have experience of distributing book and you've been chastised for that? Yes. Sometimes it's gone in the Western countries. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I have heard many Sankirtan stories published in BTGs where people would come and sometimes they would spit on their face. Does it happen? Yes. Mataji? Oh, Krishna, Krishna. Does happen. And it needs a lot of courage and determination to again wipe that off, take the next book and go to the next person. So that's the mood of our acharyas, that's the mood of Nityananda Prabhu. How many ever times it been criticized? When Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur are going to Jagai Madai, again and again and again, they're humiliating him. But again they stood, again they're talking, they're preaching the message of love. Please take up to this process of bhakti. Please surrender to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and achieve that love which you are hankering for so many births. Yes? There's a nice quote by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Srila Prabhupada. I'll read it out. Please pay attention to this. We should not be proud and think, I am expert, intelligent, a good speaker, and a good singer. These thoughts are averse to devotional service. We need to feel ourselves lower than the straw in the street. If anyone attacks or criticizes us, we should tolerate it and simply chant Hari's holy name. We should think that today the Lord has mercifully awarded us the opportunity to become humbler than a blade of grass. This is a quote from Amritavani. By when we read all those things, it looks nice. It looks okay. Yes, I'm going to do it. I will try this. And when there is a lot of trouble, and I say, oh, Krishna, what is this? Krishna does not exist. Why is giving so much trouble to me? Does it happen? Yes. It happens, right? So there's a lot of trouble. And then we think that, this is very difficult. Krishna sometimes gets too cruel. Giving so much of pain back to back, back to back. Okay, let me give one instance. During my Bhakti Shastri, this back in VIHE, we had a very nice devotee. I will not take his name. So, he was very kind brahmachari, very wonderful, very loving and friendly. Okay? And everyone would like to, spend time with him. So when the first month, he was bitten by monkeys. We say, okay, that's fine. No, sometimes it happens. Okay. The next month, he was moved down by a bull. Okay. Third month, he was bitten by the dogs. And the fourth month, out of all our surprises, he was moved down by a pig. Most of the time, he was struggling to just recover. And then something new happened. And just before he was going back to his hometown where he's serving, again he's getting the first one, bitten by the monkey again. Amazing, isn't it? Very painful. So sometimes Krishna keeps testing to see out what is inside. And in that situation, how do we respond? How do we reciprocate? Because when we say, Krishna, please elevate me. I am surrendering unto you. Please take care of me. Then Krishna says, okay, this is your next test. Are you ready? The more, it's like going in a school in different grades. As you keep on crossing each grade, the examination gets tougher and tougher and tougher. Isn't it? So as we keep on advancing in our spiritual life, the test from Krishna gets tough and tough and tough. So what do we do then? Tolerate? Okay. Chant more rounds, but that's the other side. What happens? There's more trouble. Chanting stops first. Yes, beg mercy. Pray. Prayers have powers. Have you noticed even in other religion, you see Christianity for that matter, when someone is not well, there are mass prayers. And with that prayers, there are many stories where people have recovered. Yes, prayers really have a lot of powers, and our acharyas have written so many prayers about this. So many prayers, and every subject has a prayer. It's very beautiful, isn't it? So, and sometimes we also end up seeing devotees who do something wrong in our society, in this material world. So many ups and downs keep happening. Sometimes someone is stolen away and gone, or something wrong. Correct? So what do we do?
Pray for them.
Good, beautiful. Pray for them. Api chet suduracharo bhajate mam. Even they have done something wrong, we respect them from our mind, from our heart. It can be anyone. And anyone and everyone is worthy of respect. Maryada. So sometimes material people say that give respect, take respect. Our principle is just the opposite. Even if you don't give any respect, we keep respecting. So sometimes, some of my friends, they say, if you become, please, I invite them, or I used to invite, I stopped. Please come to temple, please take up to this process, say. If you do like that, then, I cannot, I cannot fulfill my desires. What is your desire? I want to control everyone. So you have this kind of tendencies, and somehow trying to say that I want to be humble to someone, it is something like a very disliking feeling for anyone. I cannot be humble. Because in the material world, it is taught that you have to stand separate, then only you can survive. Otherwise, you'll be doomed. You'll be finished. If you have to get promotion, you have to stand separate. You should look different. And for that, do whatever it takes. That's how it is taught, the other side of the world. But it's just the opposite, the other side. So as we start practicing Krishna consciousness, so many other things also start growing, as we are aware of. But this is what it is, that every time something grows, Krishna puts a test and tries to remove that anartha. Yes? And what happens if we are trying to give maryada? And will Krishna reciprocate? Will that help us? Is Krishna really helping us? Yes. So let's see that in the pastime of Mrigari. You heard of Mrigari? Yes? Yes, no, please encourage me. Yes, thank you. That's nice. Okay. So, Mrigari, in the beginning days, the half of the pastime. You know that very clear. How till the end, he was limping to avoid the stamping of the ants. You know that, right? So after some time, as time elapsed, so once what happened is Narad Muni was again coming down to visit, and he saw lot of these villagers are visiting Mrigari, and they are not visiting empty hand. They're getting a lot of things, whatever they can carry. So he went, Narad Muni ji went, and he asked Mrigari ji, how is your life? Is all well? He said, Gurudev, it is a great surprise for me that when I was trying to do good for my family, I was trying to kill all these animals and thinking that I am serving the family. But the family said, family rejected to share the karma which I am committing. But now, when I have given up everything, and I'm just practicing my bhajan as you instructed, but Krishna is providing everything. So that is the beauty. That is, that is wonderful Krishna consciousness is. That Krishna is taking care of everything. Yogakshemam vahamyaham. Yes? Are you able to understand? Yes? Are you there still with me? Are you sleeping? No? Yes? I heard some yes? Okay. So, once in the remembrance of Giriraj Maharaj, is mentioning that Prabhupada had a Mayavadi friend, Dr. Mishra. Heard of him? Yes. So they would keep on arguing for hours and hours and hours. Okay? And if you have argued with someone, how your reaction will be the next day? Huh? We'll avoid him, isn't it? Huh? We'll avoid him. We say, get out, don't come here. I cannot talk to you. But Prabhupada would say that, next day again they meet, they greet, they pay respects to each other, and again they talk. So seeing this thing, one disciple asked, Prabhupada, he is actually telling all nasty things. He's completely against whatever you have been teaching. But still you're talking. Still you're conversing with him. You know what Prabhupada said? Guess what he would have said? You know what he says? Srila Prabhupada says, that's all fine, but still he is my friend. Still he is my friend. Even all those arguments and everything is happening, Srila Prabhupada says that still he is my friend. Right? So that shows the respect which he's having. So let me share you something very beautiful. And this will give a little more deeper understanding about respect, Maryada. So Thakur Bhakti Vinod in Chaitanya Shikshamrita gives 8 grades of respect, Maryada. It's in the 2nd chapter. So if you're interested, you can always explore that. It's one of the favorite books of Srila Prabhupada as well. Prabhupada himself said that. The first level of respect is Naramatrera Maryada. Maryada, respect to anyone who is a human. Because getting a rare human form of life itself is so difficult, isn't it? The first level. Okay. But you also see that it can be sometimes very difficult. They may be murderous. So this classification is not very deep. Respecting everyone doesn't sound that good, but generally we have to respect. And you see that in the battlefield of Mahabharata, Arjuna paid his respects by taking an arrow and shooting at the feet of Dronacharya. Okay? And what did Dronacharya did? He took another arrow and shot near the head of Arjuna, stating that I have your complete blessings for you. Even in the warfare, even in the place of battle, they are practicing respect. Right? So, Naramatrera Maryada. The second thing is Sabhyatera Maryada. When someone knows how to behave in a society, how we can actually interact, what to talk, respect to women, respect to children. Correct? Isn't it relevant? So you see that Mahaprabhu respected everyone. In the assembly of so many sannyasis and others, he paid respects. He put dandavats to everyone. And the pastime Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya in Puri, he goes and sits in a very unclean place after paying dandavat to everyone. That's Sabhyatera Maryada. The next one is Raja Maryada. Someone who is in the position, government positions or some other positions. So, very nice example is that once Sanatana Goswami, he got very dejected with all this government duties and everything, and then he started doing reciting Bhagavatam. And he was reciting and he put, long leave. So his boss, who was his boss? Nawab Hussain Shah. So his boss sent a spy. Said, check out what is happening with this. He is not coming. So he comes and sees, and he sees this guy is studying Bhagavatam. So he goes and reports. So Nawab Hussain Shah decides, I'll personally go and catch this guy. So as soon as Nawab Hussain Shah enters the premises of Sanatana Goswami, immediately Sanatana Goswami rises up and pay respects. So even the person may be absolutely wrong, he may be on the wrong side, but someone is having a position one has to respect. Because that is given by Krishna. Correct? Otherwise, everyone will have that same position. Right? Are you with me?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. The next one is Vidya Maryada. Someone who has knowledge, who has the understanding of, maybe scriptures, or maybe even understanding. They are doctors in some subjects. Dr. So-and-so in some nuclear physics or something. Someone has a lot of vidya. Someone has a lot of knowledge. We respect. Correct? So you see that Keshar Mahaprabhu had a lot of respect. He paid respects to Keshav Kashmiri, Mayavadi again. Out of the knowledge he is having. But later Mahaprabhu defeated. That's a beautiful pastime again. It's a long pastime. Okay. Then after all those different things is Sadguna Maryada. Which means someone who has good qualities. Someone who is having a lot of knowledge but may not be humble. Sometimes a rickshawala in Vrindavan have more good gunas than someone coming from somewhere. They have a beautiful heart, and anyone they see, they smile nicely, say Radhe Radhe or Hare Krishna. They don't even know you. Right? Sadguna Maryada. Next is going up the ladder is Varna Maryada. Varna. And the topmost of Varnas is Brahmana. And Brahmanas are respected for their knowledge. Right? So when you see that Krishna, when he met the messenger of Rukmini, so Krishna actually gave his golden throne to him. He sat down and he personally served. That is Varna Maryada? Yes? Okay. Sudama Vipra. It's another beautiful example. Yes, right, Prabhu. You're thinking good. The next one is Ashrama Maryada. So which is the highest ashrama? Sannyasa ashrama. And you have so many different examples. Hmm? Mahaprabhu had, so many examples. Krishna or even Lord Rama. Even Bhagavan is practicing that, right? And finally, Bhakti Maryada or Bhakta Maryada, which is the highest of all. I have a very interesting story from Padma Purana, which is also mentioned in the Hari Bhakta Suhradaya. So once there was a big program. In the program, there was Saptarishis, and program was performed by the father of Parashara Muni, and Parashara Muni was only 7 years old. And they invited a chief guest whose name was Markandeya Muni, who was 7 kalpas old. Okay? And as soon as he arrived and he saw Parashar Muni, who was seated on the lap of his father, he saw his behavior and immediately paid Dandavat to 7-year-old Parashara. To surprise of everyone stood up from their seats. Right? So someone is paying, Dandavat, you've seen, right? So we also do that same thing, correct? Do we do? Yes. So everyone was shocked, surprised. What are you doing? You're 7 kalpas, there's just a tiny little boy. How can you pay respects to this tiny boy? Then Markandeya Muni says that the criteria for respect is based on how much one has dedicated their life in completely in the service of the Lord. And that deserves respect, Maryada. You able to understand? Yes? Yes. So let's repeat the flow so that we can remember this. First is Naramatrira Maryada. Second, Sabhyatera Maryada. Next, Raja Maryada. Next, Vidya Maryada. Then, Sadguna Maryada. Then, Varna. And then Ashrama. And then, Bhakta Maryada. Sounds good? Yes? All glories to Bhaktivinoda Thakur for giving this wonderful knowledge to us. So, once we have seen these categories, now we are all practicing devotees. And we have to respect our peers, as you know in the, I think, 5th verse, Upadeshamrita, which says that the Kanishta, Madhyama and Uttama all have to be respected. Yes? Correct. You completed? No, you're going. Okay. So everyone needs to be respected. Everyone needs to be honored. So there is a nice pastime, another pastime. One of the disciples of Sripad Ramanujacharya, his name was Lalacharya. And once in a Bhagavatam class, he heard from his Gurudev that one should serve all the God brothers as good as Bhagavan. He said, he rejected that idea. Oh, come on. And Gurudev, that's not possible for me to do that. So he said, okay, then you see all your God brothers as good as me. I said, okay, that sounds okay. I will practice that. So, in those days, not like today, we have technology, we can connect to our Gurudev over an email, right? Say Hare Krishna, PAMHOAGTSP, and we can do that. Okay. But those days it's difficult. So meeting a Gurudev itself is like, once in 3 years or once in 5 years. It's a rare thing. Sometimes they may not even meet. It's a rare thing, right? So he's residing in another village. And every day he's doing his pujas next to the Kaveri river. So once what happens is the wife is washing cloths, the banks of Mother Kaveri. And she sees a dead body floating. So as soon as a dead body is approaching, what generally people would do?
They try to save themselves.
Avoid, right? Keep a distance. Why? Contamination, right? Sometimes smell, whatever reasons. But this Mataji, she saw this devotee was having a kantimala. This person, the dead body, was having kantimala. And she immediately ran and told the husband, looks like a devotee has passed away. So Lalacharya immediately left everything, whatever he was doing. He raised his hand, he said, my god brother has passed away. So I must do the cremation. He said, okay, let me go and call all the brahmanas, all the people, everyone. The brahmanas, unfortunately, were the smarta brahmanas. They said, no. We don't know who this person is, which varna this person, which kula this person belongs to. We are not going to support you. So, with no other option, he cremated alone. And then, after a few days, he's supposed to perform the Shraddha, the 11th, 14th day, the pujas, which is performed. So after completing that, he wanted to give a feast on the remembrance of this dead body devotee, the devotee who was. So he went and called everyone door to door and said, please come and bless this devotee. So everyone, externally, sometimes some devotee call, Prabhu, please come for the program, okay? Yes. Sometimes shake the head like that. Yeah. So yes, we will come, don't worry, we'll go. And later on, they form a committee amongst themselves and they decide we are going to boycott because he has broken, the dharma of, taking a stranger and, trying to do kriya or the performance of rituals for some stranger. So what happens is that, so they have cooked all the items, everything. Wife has done everything and husband and wife are waiting. They start waiting from the morning. It goes afternoon and no one turns up. And then he gets the message that his Gurudev, Sripad Ramanujacharya, has actually arrived in that village. He immediately goes, runs and pays Dandavat Pranam at his lotus feet. And he shares this entire episode. So he says, okay. He looks at the sky and says, okay, don't worry. Devotees are just coming. Please go. And he goes and he says to the wife, oh, please prepare everything. Devotees are going to arrive. We should have the first class service to all the Vaishnavas and make sure there is nothing wrong. Make sure every items are put in place. That South India, there, in many other places also, there's a leaf meal which has the order of serving and everything is properly disciplined. There's a lot of things followed there. Just make sure you don't miss this, make sure you don't miss that. Okay, done. And after some time, the Brahmanas are just waiting. And whoever is trying to go, they just stop. Hey, you should not go. Go, move out from here. And they see some beautiful, effulgent, tall, well-built Brahmanas start going towards the house of Lalacharya. And they look, they don't belong to this place. They have never, no one has seen those people in this village before. They must be from strangers. So these Brahmanas, they go and they say, you should not go there. That he's not the right person. He's not the right devotee. He says, that's okay. We'll take care of it. So they go. They have the meal. They do everything. They pray for the devotee. How? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. They pray for all the devotees. They bless. And they go and they start washing their hand in Kaveri. And as they're washing their hand, these Brahmanas are watching. Each of them are taking the 400 form and they start climbing upwards. They say, what's happening? This is some miracle. Something amazing. Then they go, immediately feel something is wrong. I think we have made some mistake. They immediately go and run Lalacharya and seek forgiveness. And they ask, who are these people? They say, I don't know. They were Vaishnavas. I told my Gurudev, and they came, he sent. He says, okay, we made a mistake to judge you. You are a pure devotee. And nothing can contaminate a pure devotee. And then everyone again, has meal. Mataji had to cook again because the first party had already completed everything. So whatever was there, they had and they blessed that particular jiva. Nice pastime? Yes? So even the God brothers, God sisters, devotees, everyone are worthy of respect. Everyone should be honored. In whatever way. And we see someone is very skilled. Someone has a good quality. You see, someone is singing, someone has a good ability to perform something better, someone is making better garland. We appreciate. But one may say that in the 11th canto, Krishna says that one should not appreciate or neither one should criticize. But Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says in his commentary that it is that you are seeing Krishna behind it. And that's the reason you're appreciating. You're not trying to appreciate some material quality of someone. So you appreciate someone is making good garland. Someone is cooking nicely. We appreciate, respect. Someone is singing good and you give that opportunity because they can serve better. And that's the mood of our Acharya, our Srimati Radharani. Someone is doing good, give them the opportunity. And we always feel the mood that we are servants. Gopi Bhartu Pada Kamalayor. Loudly. Dasa Dasanu. That's our mood. And when we see someone is able to do something good, we give them the opportunity. And we appreciate that Krishna has empowered this devotee with some beautiful guna. Yes? Right? So you see that everything is, We respect, that's a part of our culture. And being in the process of bhakti, that everything we see in connection with Krishna. So sometimes we say, we ask, some devotee asks this question, you are a Krishna conscious devotee? Are we practicing Krishna consciousness? Yes? Okay. What do you mean by being in Krishna consciousness?
Seeing everything in relation with Krishna.
Absolutely. So everything we see, we need connect with Krishna. Everything. It can be everything. If you see a chair, what do you remember in connection with Krishna?
Chair is used for the devotee of the Lord.
Chair is used devotee of the Lord, or what else? Paraphernalia. So whenever I see a chair, I get reminded that how Krishna gave the seat to Sudama. He was sitting down and serving. Right? Whenever I see a paduka, what do you remember? A chapel. I don't know, paduka. Eh? Nice, right? He took the chapel and Nanda Maharaj. Or otherwise, Bharat, Super Prabhu. Very nice. Right? So everything we see in relation with Krishna. Then how can not we respect? Because Krishna is everywhere. Right? Bhagavan is there. Paramanu chayantarastham Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Even in the atoms he is present. So sometimes it's so astonishing to see the devotees, the Brajavasis or devotees, they do the Dandavat Parikrama. Oh, I cannot think of that. Just it needs a lot of understanding, a lot of determination to do that. See, one may pay Dandava twice, thrice. Correct? For example, in a sabha of devotees, there is one devotee enters and you're about to start something and you put Dandava. There's another devotee comes. Okay? Then you put Dandava, third, fourth, fifth. Then say, what is this? Together one time. Just imagine, you have to keep, respecting everyone. As when we are able to see Krishna, we will be able to respect everyone. So, we see that this Krishna conscious society is so beautiful. And just by following this basic etiquette of respecting, honoring, serving Vaishnavas, one can cross over. Very easy. Because once we get Kripa, you have heard of this Kripa Siddha? Get perfect by Kripa, by mercy. And the whole idea of practicing Krishna consciousness, the easiest way is to please Gurudev, please Vaishnavas. Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavata Gita. Right? So Vaishnavas are the greatest asset. Narottam Das Thakur sings, Tadera Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanivas Janame Hoi Ei Abhilash. Birth after birth, what we want is service, the lotus feet of the great Vaishnavas. That's the only desires. Abhilash, Ei Abhilash. No other desire. Right? And if we have the pride that I am the best, I am the beautiful, I am the most skillful, I am the most powerful. Just the Shada Aishwaryas, Samagrasya, Viryasya, Yashasya, Shriya. So if you start thinking that, I am the doer, this belongs to me, it's my endeavor and everything, then we'll not be able to give respect. Yes? Does it make sense? Yes. So there's so many pastimes. We can keep discussing and so many things in depth about this. But if we want to make a beautiful society, we want to make this community wonderful, is decided based on the platform of how we are respecting. So during your Bhakti Shastri days, this will be a memory for you for rest of your life. When you're being in Vrindavan, you're studying Srila Prabhupada books in depth. So how you are dealing with the other Vaishnavas, that's very important. And how you're seeing the devotees, the deities, the temple, the cows, the monkeys. Everyone matters because Krishna is watching. Jai. So, it must be very natural. It is not something artificially you can cultivate. Because something artificial can be made out very easily. Correct? And sometimes in the course of preaching, what happens is we try to download so many things to the devotee's head, a newcomer's head, and without having understand what the person really wants. Correct? So even spending time to listen to someone is also an attitude of respect. Opportunity to speak, give an opportunity to speak is also respect. So everything is respect. Yes? So there's so many more. So let's do one thing. We will sing a beautiful bhajan. So can play mridanga. And then we will meditate on the meaning of that prayer. If it is, yeah. Thank you. So there's a nice prayer called Gauranga Karuna Kuru. If you have the lyrics, you can take it out. Gauranga Karuna Koro Dinahin na jane. Haribol. Gauranga Karuna Koro Dinahin na jane. Samapatita Prabhu Nahi Tribhuvane. Dante Trinadhari Gaura Dakiye Tumara. Dante Kripa Koresho Amar Hridaya Mandire. यदि दया न करिबे पतित दुखिया पतित पावन नामा किसेर लगिया पुरछि भव तुपने नहीं का निस्तारा श्री चरण तमिदाने दास कर पारा श्री चरण श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दासेरानुदासा प्रार्थना करय सदा नरोत्तम दासा Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Narottam Das Thakur sings a beautiful bhajan. Gauranga karuna karo dina hina jane, Mosama patita prabhu nahi tribhuvane. There is no more fallen than me in all the three worlds. You know, Bhuloka, upper planet, middle, upper, lower. All the three. Dante tina dhari gaura dakiye tomar kripa koriyeshu amar hridaya mandire. Dante trina, you know, grass is often actually you see this phrase which is used that someone holding grass in the teeth. You know, in the traditional India, if someone has done something wrong, okay, there's a punishment which is given. I know if you're aware, the older generation may be knowing about this, that they will shave the head, they'll put white and black dots in the head, and they will put a grass in the mouth. And they'll say that, please move around. I don't know if this practice is in North India. No? No. No, okay. The eastern side, Bengal, Odisha, South, you actually see that. So holding a straw in the mouth actually signifies that you cannot say anything. You're the most humble. You don't have a choice. So that's what it is here. Dante trina dari gaura dakiye tomar. So, you know, I am someone, daki. I'm a servant. I'm here to serve you. Always ready to serve you. Kripa koriyeshu amar hridaya mandire. Please show me mercy. Chidi daya na karibe patite dekhiya patita pavan nama kishere lagiya. If you don't show me mercy, then what is the use of the name Patita Pavana? I'm the most fallen. So it is talking about me, Patita Pavan, Tumi Patita Pavan. Huh? Krishna says that he's, Mahaprabhu is Patit Pavan. So I am that. It's talking about me. Podiche Bhavatu Penanaika Nistara Sri Charana Tarani Dani Dasikara Para. That, please kindly give me the gift, the lotus feet, which is compared to the boat. So if you go and actually get on the boat, it'll help you to cross this repeated birth and death. And finally, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Dasa Dasa Pratana Sandikara Narotama Dasa. So this is the mood of a Vaishnava. That I don't hold anything. Nothing belongs to me. What belongs to me? This body belongs to me? No. Right? All the other people? Because we come empty, like we came empty-handed, we have to go empty-handed. Right? The Panchabhutas belong to me? No, right? This universe, this creation? No. Right? It doesn't also belong to me. Can I control my breath? I cannot do that. So what belongs to me? Then why this pride? Why this false ego? Because Krishna wants, in a snap, he can take away everything from me. Right? So the mood of a Vaishnava is that whatever it is, situation is, that I must remain as a humble servant. And as a humble servant, we'll be able to respect everyone. Whether you see something good in them or not. That's the point. Right? So in the beginning, you remember, we said something about whom we are respecting. When you see something good, we respect them. Right? But by the end, whatever we have discussed, whatever we learned from our acharyas, is that whether you see good or not, we respect everyone. Yes? Good. Thanks to Srila Prabhupada for bringing us together. Without his mercy, kripa, we would not have been here. And he made the entire world sing the holy names and come together and make this beautiful, respectable society which values everyone. Srila Prabhupada ki. I thank VIHE. Special thanks to Her Grace Prashanta Mataji for giving me this opportunity to share something. It's a great ocean. So many things in this. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Vyasya kripa sindhubhye vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo. And special thanks to all of you for giving your ears for all this time. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Quick questions? Is it allowed? Is it legal? Yes. Do we have a class immediately or how does it work? Oh, Prasad. That can get delayed, right? No problem. Okay. Great. Thank you.
Oftentimes we see that somebody we were respecting, but under some circumstances, by their some kind of behavior, we just neglect them. We do not respect them like before. So how can we again re-establish that mentality of respect?
Okay. It's a very beautiful question, Prabhu. It's a very realized thing, we have this realization that someone very dear to us, someone who is very good friend or some senior, or sometimes even parents sometimes, that we have a lot of respect for them. But some act, either that, it is gone wrong, it's gone out of proportion, you're mistaken, you're not given the opportunity to speak out, right? And that gap increases. I'm sorry, the gap increases. Water. So, in any given situation, we should always remember that nothing happens without the will of the Lord. And whatever happens, Krishna has sanctioned it. I'll give you a beautiful pastime. Once, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj was walking in the streets of Navadvip. Okay? And Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, he looks extraordinary. Long hairs, it looks very different. It doesn't look ordinary. That's why I said extraordinary. So these children who were playing in Navadvip, they thought this is some madman. And what they do? They start chucking stones, pelting stones at Babaji Maharaj. And it feels a lot of pain. So he ignored initially. He walked for some time. Again, stones being hit. He looks behind and gives a nice smile. He goes. Again he starts hitting. More stones this time. He's not able to tolerate. And then he looks behind, very angry. Takes his hand, wags. He says, Krishna, I know it's you. Stop it. Otherwise I will tell Yashoda Maiya. So our acharyas are teaching that behind every act, always understand there is hand of Krishna. So sometimes to make us realize, we expect Krishna himself to come down. That is not possible. So Krishna will send his devotees who will help us to get purified. So it is not that person. We directly don't blame that person. It's actually Krishna inspired that person. So that should be the vision. And see that Krishna used that person in my life to teach me this. But that may take some years to realize. And also we see, if you see that even you are not at fault, but you can also see this the other way, that everyone is having imperfect senses and anyone can commit mistakes. So how can we expect perfect behavior in this imperfect world having imperfect senses? So yes, we may make mistakes. Others also may make mistakes. It's okay, let go. Just letting go and the relationship is back. And the easiest way is Dadati pratigranati gukyam ma keti prichati bhungte bhojate saiva sadbhir priti lakshanam. You want to establish a relationship? Call the devotee for a feast. Over. Did I answer your question, Prabhu? Any other question?
Prabhuji, just is we have to respect everyone. We have to respect everyone. There are so many unworthy people of respect. How to deal with this? For example, what happened recently in Bangladesh with the ISKCON people. How to respect those persons or elements, whatever.
Very good question. What about those who are creating trouble or who are giving pain to devotees? What should we do? There are two things to that. Okay. The first thing is that how the individual who's suffering sees, and how as outsiders, as an external devotees, we are seeing that. Okay? How the devotee who's going through is, we have almost discussed. We see that's Krishna's plan and all those things. But when there is an act on devotees, which devotees suffer, so our scriptures recommend that definitely we have to get angry. Definitely we need to take actions toward that. Correct? And enable the responsible authorities, request or do the right thing. So we respect them only as human. That's what is naramatrena maryada. They can be people with all these negative qualities. They are not having sadguna maryada. They don't, maybe they don't have sabhyatena maryada as well. We respect them only as a human. That there's a difference between an animal and a human. But someone elevated like Nityananda Prabhu may go and fall at the feet and say, please don't do this, take up Krishna consciousness and all. That's on the individual level, individual perspective. But as devotees seeing from external, we are upset, we are angry about that. So we can pray for both of them. Right?
You said that we have to respect them as human beings, not as animals. But animals are not making any harm, rather they are making harm.
It's all tendencies. It's again the animalistic tendency only which is making them do all those things, because it's more of a tamaguna, mode of ignorance. And animal are also more ignorance. It's just the one grade above the animal that they have got a better body. That's any other questions?
One more. What is the difference? There will be difference. How much difference it will be between a word we appreciate, we respect, between appreciate and respect?
See, it's very closely connected. When you appreciate something, it means that, take example that someone is actually is very beautiful, you say. Okay. So when you say that someone is beautiful, they say that, okay, you are looking very beautiful. So that's, you're appreciating through your words. Okay. The respect is, the appreciation comes out of that respect. That's the root. Because you are respecting the beauty, you are appreciating. Do you understand? Someone who does not have respect within, but still appreciating, it's a false appreciation.
It could be reverse also.
Sorry?
It can be reverse also. If somebody does very good work, you appreciate, then automatically the respect comes.
Yeah, that's there because of the humility, because what you are showing, what, how you are behaving, automatically. That's why there's another, I think, few things I missed. Said Srila Prabhupada mentions that a devotee does not demand respect, he commands respect. Naturally, the respect comes. But still the devotee says, no, I'm not worthy of this. I'm not worthy. Whatever situation I am in, let me be good in that situation. I'm very happy. Krishna is taking care of everything perfectly well. It's like the Vasudeva Vipra. You heard of Vasudeva Vipra? He's got leprosy. Yes, Mahaprabhu goes and embraces and body transforms. And he's very upset with that. What is this you have done, Mahaprabhu? Why did you reform my body? He said, why? What's wrong? My body has changed. How will I remember you? I will forget you. Give me back the old body, having all the pains, all the worms inside. Then in that pain, I can remember you always. This good body is of no use. That's their thing. So it works differently, bro. So when you give respect, but the devotee doesn't demand, they don't expect. Pure devotees don't expect anything. Any other questions? Anything else? Hope I'm not taking your prasadam time away. Okay, good. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki, Shri Vrindavan Dham ki, Anant Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki. Hare Krishna.